So I had a little bit of a sleep in this morning until like 6. Let me show you what I'm making for breakfast. So I'm just having one meal before I train. I'm gonna make a smoothie. Got some avocado here because I do need to incorporate some healthy fats into it. Got some mango and again some more fats with the frozen coconut. So it's really handy to have them frozen because then I don't have to put in ice cubes as well. Like these are already gonna make it cold. Got a bunch of spinach here, which is good for a little bit of fiber in the morning, as well as some chia seeds. We don't have any homemade almond milk left, so got the good old almond breeze, and I'm gonna have a scoop of protein. I bought the wrong one. I'm normally not like a huge smoothie drinker, but this one has so much fat in it. Let me actually check. I do share a bit more of my food on Instagram, if you're wondering. So I've just tracked it in LifeSum. This is 421 calories, 25 grams of protein, 18 grams of carbs, 26 grams of fat. Normally my issue with smoothies is that I feel like I'm hungry afterwards, but if you fill them up with enough fiber and with enough fats, if you can get fats in, so coconut's a great one.
Almond butter.
Yep, and peanut butter.
I use almond butter.
I'm gonna be covered in green smoothie stuff. My whole mouth. I didn't think this through. So I'm excited because it's back and shoulders day. So today I want to talk to you guys all about cravings and what you can do. So when I get back from the gym, we will talk all about that. So back, always going to focus on a lot of big compound movements. So we're probably going to start with what? Like lat pull down, some rows.
Hit it from every angle.
From every angle, yeah. And then we've got shoulders. And this morning I did some stretches. I feel like for me, like yes, I get sore muscles and stretching is good for that, but it's more of like a mental thing, just like pulling your mat out and just lying there and just like rolling around and stretching. For me, that's sort of a relaxing, good way to start my morning.
You're a shut up, sit down artist. At the back door, man, a shakedown artist. After this, you need a makeup artist. I'm listening, trying to figure where your heart is. I pick apart, trying to figure where the art is. Couple minutes, you'll be swimming in the darkness. Couple lyrics from the gang, that'll bang, bang, bang. Man, I'm looking all bang now. Couple minutes for the gang, spit slang so man, I'm looking at pack down. Come around with the big man vibe, get a 2-2 slap and a bigger man pat down. It's foreign beggars on a Breakout thing, when I shut down shop in a little man background. I'm a straight up breakout. Worldwide shut down, I'm a breakout. Big moves, big G's, I'm a breakout. More tracks, more racks for the breakout. More food, man, I'm looking like takeout. Now fools like cookies at a stakeout. Bare vibes for the lash with a breakout. Gang, it's a breakout.
For a name, seen a lot of man lick for the likes, the things people do for the fame. Top.
There we go. Come on. Good. Come on. Is that better or still too much?
He's having pizza.
Protein pizza.
I prepped this last night when I made dinner.
Really good.
So, I know it just looks like sweet potato, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's sweet potato, there's pumpkin, there's regular potato, there's some zucchinis in there somewhere, and chicken. And the way that I like to cook this chicken is I take a whole chicken breast and I line a tray and I put the chicken breast on and I slice a line down the center and I fill it with garlic and basil paste and then put some on top as well. And I bake it for maybe like 20 to 25 minutes until it's still like quite juicy on the inside. And then this, yes, with all the veggies, so looking forward to that.
probably Lucas brought in the house.
Okay, let's set up here for a minute. When I first started with trying to feel fitter and healthier and all of that sort of thing, I remember I was eating like the food I was, you know, reasonably enjoying it at the time. But I remember putting up a post on Facebook being like, I'm dreaming about cinnamon buns. Like, when did the dreams about food stop? And even a couple of years down the track, although it wasn't so often, it was still every now and again. So I think when I first started, it was like cinnamon buns were the thing that I wanted. Typically, I'm like a savory person. So if I was craving anything, it would be like cheese and crackers or like twisties, specifically the chicken twisties. And I feel like cravings are one of those annoying things where the more you try not to think about it, the more it's just there and on your mind. And it's this hunger for a specific kind of food. And I'm telling you guys right now that true hunger doesn't want a specific food. When you're getting a craving, it's more likely that they're psychological rather than physiological. And I don't think that it's a bad thing to pander to them sometimes, but if they're taking over and if they're really sabotaging your efforts to be where you want to be with your health or your fitness, then yeah, it's time to take control. And obviously there's exceptions to that rule because our body is great at knowing when it's low in a specific nutrient, but our brains aren't that great at understanding it. So when it comes to these specific nutrient deficiencies, we need to learn to interpret our body's language. More often than not though, the feeling that you get for a specific food is coming from some sort of trigger or some kind of emotional event. I know the feeling, like you're craving it, you want it, you've thought about it for like 2 days straight, and then you go and you eat the food, and then it's like, oh, okay, that was short-lived, and then afterwards you feel guilty. If you eat something, there should not be guilt associated to it. If there is, you need to reassess what were your reasons for eating it, because if it comes from a healthy place and if it comes from a balanced place, you're not gonna feel that guilt afterwards. So I'm sure you've heard the obvious tips like, you know, set a timer for 20 minutes or drink some water if you really feel like having something. And yeah, they're good, but they don't get to the root of the problem. They're more distracting you from the feeling. This is one of the things that can be fundamental towards your success if you get good at it. It's essentially, boiling it down, it's pattern recognition. So every time that you are getting a really bad craving for something, open up either a notepad, or I suggest using like notes. Jot down what the food is, who you're around. And now I also want you to write either how you're feeling or what sort of situation you've just been in, because you might find there's a specific trigger which is causing you to use food. For me, it used to be a stress thing, and what I had to do was find other ways to manage the stress. I didn't realize I was turning to these foods as a stress relief. It was just what I was doing. And clearly you're not gonna fix these things overnight. That's not how it works. It's a matter of retraining your brain, because it took how long to get into that habit. So we're specifically trying to break that habit and build something new, because you can't just remove that reward and expect yourself to be okay. So when it comes to cravings, we really need to identify psychologically, what do you need? Is there some other form of care that your mind is looking for? The next time you're really craving something, bring out that list, jot down what it is, who you're with, where you are, or what just happened, and start to identify those triggers or the familiar things which are causing that feeling. I know it's a process, and I feel like sometimes I just blabber on and I give you guys a lot to take in.
Alright, so firstly, the less you eat something, the less you crave it. So let's start trying to find some substitutions that are going to be better to help you get towards your goals. And secondly, I want to talk about moderation, not restriction. It's not about never eating these things again, but it's more about being mindful of the quantity and the frequency of how often we're having the things that we crave. Fill your diet with protein, healthy fats, a good amount of fiber, and nutrient-dense foods. Focus on what you can add in, not on what you think you need to take away. And now finally, like I was going through before, understand how you feel and learn to recognize the events that trigger eating as an emotional response or might trigger the cravings for you. Once you've mastered all four, you're not going to have food cravings. I cannot tell you the last time that I was actually craving something.
Normally I would get like a pita bread and I would toast that in the oven, but what I'm just going to do is cook up some falafel with a little bit of spray on the pan, and then I'm going to chop myself up a little bit of a salad. I'm going to use a tiny bit of a red onion, some cucumber, tomato, and feta. Really easy. It's just like my afternoon sort of meal. So although I don't eat chickpeas on their own too much, I do like falafel, and chickpeas are a decent source of protein as well because they do contain leucine. So leucine is an essential amino acid, which means it's one of the ones that we have to get from food. It assists with muscle building and muscle retention, and you do diminish it a lot when you train. So that's why, like, if you buy a protein or something, it'll often advertise how much leucine is in it on the front of the bottle. how damaged this plate is. This is why we're not allowed to use the crop photography plates for real eating. So I've got my falafel. I think I burnt that side a little bit. Whoops. My giant salad and some hummus, about 2 tablespoons worth of hummus. This is the awesome thing about veggies. They're so high in fiber, which is great for your gut. And then look at all this food. That's so much food that you get to eat. And I don't know why I forgot to mention as well, when I was talking about cravings, eat food you like make sure that your diet, and by diet I just mean the things you eat, is foods that you enjoy. Like if you have a specific fitness goal, cool, like eat for that, but make sure it's foods that you like. That makes it so much easier.
Loud.
Yes, and very purple.
Very purple and loud.
I'm going to Rachel's.
Okay.
Goodbye. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Oh, we got the curtains up. So if you haven't seen Rachel's channel, she does well, it's kind of similar to mine, but I guess I'm more on the fitness spectrum.
Yeah, and I'm probably more on the organization.
Let's focus on you.
We kind of do, like you do minimalism home stuff, and I do just home stuff.
Just home, in general.
But not, like organization, and then like routine stuff as well. So yeah, I've been filming all day.
Oh my god.
And I only finished 2/3 of a video. I know. It's ridiculous. It takes way too long.
So, in case you're wondering, it takes a long time to make videos.
A really long time. I was saying in my video, because I'm vlogging today as well, that when I do some brand deals, I
feel really big. Pretty much I'm here because if you guys have seen on my, so I have 2 blogs. I have Eat, Run, Lift, which has like my recipes and my fitness stuff, and then I have rachelaust.me, which I post more like minimalism stuff and just like corresponding blog post to videos and Lightroom presets as well, because I know a lot of you guys have asked on my Instagram like, oh, what do you use to edit your photos? And I use my Lightroom presets, which I made. So I came here to help Rach this afternoon because she's going to be working and doing her thing, and I'm just going to sit here and help her create her own preset for her Instagram, so she has something that is unique and her own.
so much. I'm so excited. The place is so nice.
Oh, thanks. Here is the original photo. And here's a potential Lightroom filter. I like it. I like the orange, the green. So this is our little group of photos. We stacked them all together and I feel like they match. What do you reckon? We've made everything quite warm. That's what Rach wanted.
Yeah, like a little bit sunny, very warm.
I never vlog at nighttime. Maybe I should, or maybe it's just your camera that's making it look good.
Well, I am going to finish off the vlog here. We have whipped up 5 presets for you.
Yes, 5 presets. I'm hoping I can understand how to do them.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
So I'm gonna go and make some food. I'm getting a little bit hungry and Mitch is messaging me asking when the...
Yeah, it's like, feed me. Come home.
That boy needs to eat every 2 hours, I swear. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna make some dinner and then probably start editing some stuff because I've got a little bit of catching up to do. Catch you guys in my next upload. Bye. Bye.